Hi there, my name is Dr. Nhlakanipho Gumede. I go by the name of Dr. Gumede to most of the people that are actually, in contact. But ngunhlakanipho nje ngwakaGumede futhi isibongo, there's nothing wrong about that. Dr. Gumede, the prefix doctor, is actually my profession. I would like to talk to you today about some of the most important issues that are concerning your studies as well as your relevance of your studies in a South African context. One of your friends texted me and asked me to make a video of motivation to you, but I would like to put it up front that I am not a motivator and I will never be one. But what I'm going to try to do today is to actually convey a very important message to you guys in terms of what is expected of you to do and what we would like you guys to actually do while you are still there in Cuba. I would like to say that perhaps you guys do not know that I've spent a lot of time studying in Cuba as well as you guys are doing, and I think the relevance of your studies in the South African context are of the fact that you guys are exposed into a system that is actually now being viral in the whole of the world, where the world itself, through WHO, which is the World Health Organization, actually do believe that we are actually now taking everything that we have and actually pushing primary health care instead of curative medicine. So as South Africa as well, we are trying to move away from the hospice-centric approach and actually to concentrate more on prevention and the promotion of diseases rather than curative methods. Now, you are relevant in that case because you are studying in Cuba, in a country that has triumphed in primary health care and is recognized by WHO in most of the issues. Now, what is important that you guys should be doing is to actually learn how the Cubans are doing there, so that then you can take their strategies and bring them to South Africa and modify them to suit our own environmental circumstances, so that then the people that are actually here in South Africa can benefit from your knowledge and from your experience and all the things that you do there. I understand that when I was in Cuba, I left Cuba in 2008. Probably most of you were still in South Africa doing your high school education. But nevertheless, when I left Cuba and I came back to South Africa, I tend to realize that if I had known that what was expected of me to learn in Cuba and actually come back and do in South Africa, I would have been a very, very good doctor. But it's not about how intelligent you are, it's about how committed you are and how interested you are in the things that are of national interest. In this case, health is a particular issue that you guys should be interested in. Now, I think that it is important to say that you guys should actually grab the opportunity that you are given as doctors with both hands, because you'll never get the same opportunity again. So we want you guys to come back as doctors. We want you guys to understand that when you come back, you don't just come back as doctors alone, but you also come back as leaders of the society, because people will trust in you. The fact that you are a doctor, people will be asking you a lot of issues and they want you to be well versed with a lot of issues. So I think that is important that you actually read a lot, be interested in a lot of things, read books, read newspapers, and be involved. And start there, actually, being involved in a lot of what I would say discussions about health issues in South Africa and how you guys think that you can actually change the things around when you come back to South Africa, because it is very obvious that the future of this country actually depends on how well you guys are trained, and when you come back, we will be there to support you. And you guys need to be in contact and understand that the difficulties that you guys are going through in Cuba, we also went through the same things, and perhaps not in the same intensity, but you guys need to understand that the real reason why you're there is because you want to come back as doctors. And nobody said it was going to be easy, and you guys should know that the difficulties that you confront there are the ones that are going to actually make it easy for you guys to be able to come back and fit in the South African context. And we do not encourage that you actually put on the spot your program, because many people are actually blaming the program itself, the Cuba medical training, And you guys need to protect the image of this program, and whatever that you do, you should do it indoors and actually make sure that you raise the flag of this program so that other people as well might as well get a chance to go and actually study in Cuba and study medicine. Because if then we are not being careful of what we say, and we will not be able to actually motivate that this program continues, and to actually assist more and more people, especially like us who come from a very poor backgrounds, who wouldn't have been doctors if Cuba wasn't there. So we would like you guys to actually understand that those are the implications, but nevertheless we want you guys to know that it is possible, because we went through the same thing. We passed and we are doctors today. And I'm very glad to say that I'm actually now the Chief Executive Officer for Polela Community Health Center. Polela is very known by the primary health care, and if you have internet access, please go to your internet and type Polela and COPHC, which is Community Oriented Primary Health Care. You will find mention of Dr. Emily and Sidney Kirk there, who were doing that type of a project back in the 1940s, and they then left to Jerusalem. Hence, there's a book that is called From Polela to Jerusalem. So having said that, I think that I wish you all the best, and I want you guys to know that South Africa is waiting for you, and our country and our people are actually waiting for you to come back and actually serve in our underserved areas, because at the end of the day, the people who need help the most are the ones who can't afford. So your responsibility is then to come back and actually provide health services to those people that cannot afford, because you guys would understand that most of the population in our areas are actually uninsured, about 90% of them, especially in my area where I come from. So it is important that we go back and actually serve that community. So I'll leave you there. I'm not a motivator, so I just want you guys to understand that you have a lot of responsibilities, and I wish you all the best. And when you come back, please don't hesitate to contact us, and make sure that you communicate all your stresses, and if you need any help, just help us. And I will just want to share my email address with you in case you want to write to me. I'm Dr. Nhlakanipho Gumede. My email address is nhlakanipho.gumede@kznhealth.gov.za. So stay in touch. I wish you all the best, and I wish that your career, you can be successful in everything you do and come back as doctors as much as we expect you to be one. So I'd like to say peace and have a good day. Thank you.